What's going on, brothers and sisters? Thank you for tuning in to this next daily activation. In this daily activation, I want to specifically talk about the importance of feeling your emotions. When it comes to reality creation, what brings things into manifestation is the arrangement of thought and emotion. Right? Thoughts by themselves exist in their own electromagnetic wavelength. They just flow in this space. Emotion is this energetic conduit, this movement of energy that takes things in their dimensional capacity and navigates them through different dimensional expressions. So when we're experiencing the idea of emotions in the physical reality, they do one of two things. They show you where you are in what you've already created, and they can be harnessed to create something different. And there's only 6 conduits of emotion. They can be experienced 2 different ways though, as a gateway or a mature form. I won't go specifically in details of what those are yet, as it's part of a program that I'm putting out. Just know though, when you're experiencing it, your emotions are choices based on what you believe. And the more that you become consciously aware and in the present moment, the more you start functioning from the mature form of an emotion, rather than the gateway, which is what we're used to when we experience things like sadness and anger, fear, surprise, guilt, and joy. And then the mature form of them being like gratitude is the mature form of sadness, willpower is the mature form of anger, peace is the mature form of joy, wonder is the mature form of surprise, and confidence is the mature form of fear, and love is the mature form of guilt. So when you're navigating this world of emotions, you're literally exploring the way that you're choosing to define your experience based on what you believe, and then attribute the energy of the emotion accordingly. The beautiful thing about it is once you become more consciously aware about your reality, you can change that, you can navigate it. You will literally experience the idea of emotion differently. When this becomes full, like blown in your awareness, you're gonna realize there's no such thing as a negative or positive emotion. There is just the tool that an emotion is, that you either utilize in a way more empowering, expansive way, or you utilize in a way that keeps you in a limitation. The difference between being reactive, which is emotional immaturity, and responsive, which is emotional maturity. That when they come up, you take a moment, you own it, you feel it, you process it, and then you make clear decisions based on what the emotion is communicating. As opposed to feeling the emotion and reacting from it, where you get defensive or attack someone, or suppressing it, or finding ways to avoid it altogether, which is what we usually do on a regular basis. So being able to first sit with the emotion and feel it allows that energy to flow, which gives you the opportunity to see it from a clearer perspective and then make clear choices. And it's the number 1 rule of emotional intelligence. When I know how to own and identify and process how I'm feeling, I'll always take responsibility for it. If I'm unaware of how to identify and process what I'm feeling, I'll always blame somebody for how I'm feeling. There's no way around that. So the more that you recognize what the emotion is communicating, the more you can use it for its purpose. Because emotion is just a message. It's literally showing you a message about the state you're in, which is creating your experience. And that's the identity that you're in. The more consciously aware you become, the more heart conscious you get, the more you stay in present moment awareness, the more that you shift out of that identity and get clear to utilize that energy in a more progressive form and experience yourself in a different identity accordingly. So emotions are far more intrinsic and multifaceted than a lot of people teach or give insight to, and I haven't seen many things out there in this regard. So I know part of what I'm writing and the books I'll be coming out with will have a lot of information on this in there. Just take time to feel, because it's essential to our evolution as a species. Like, feeling our emotions isn't just a beneficial thing, it is essential for our growth and evolution as a species. All conflict in the world is a conflict between our head and our heart, and our inability to process our emotions. So start to show them a little more love, so you can actually use them in a more purposeful way. And with that, for this daily activation, I honor what I'm feeling in every moment. I listen to the information that feeling shows me so that I can make deliberate and empowering choices in my life. I choose to be more responsible with my emotion and my feelings. I choose to be more responsible with my actions and what I do with my attention. I choose to be more responsible about my life and take more ownership of it rather than pass off blame or look for excuses. I fully own my creation so that I may truly thrive in my creatorhood. Create an amazing day. I'll see you guys in the next round.